right, you guys wanted free plugins? Here's a video about free plugins I would recommend. The first one's called Project Sam, the free orchestra. I had to unload it from my external hard drive, but it's an honorable mention. These sounds are super clean by a top company, highly recommended, and all you need is Kontakt. I believe the player to use that one, which is the free version. So here's another library for Kontakt called RJS Guitar. Sounds really good for like R&B chords and different things like that. Next library. Now, if you're just starting with getting plugins, I would highly recommend researching Kontakt libraries. They're going to give you the most depth of sound as far as a plugin goes. This one's a really good slept on piano. Mickelberg piano. It's like that Drake piano. Okay, and it has that Coop the Truth type sound to it. Shout out to Coop the Truth and all the dope sample makers. This one's called Micah's Choir. Another free library there. These are all Kontakt, as you can see. Here's another one called Shreddage 3 Stratus Free. This one is really good for the articulations they give you. Their mute sounds really good, and so does their, like if you play at a softer velocity, you get the real detail of a guitar. So that one's really good. I'm surprised they put that one out for free. And that is by Impact Soundworks. Okay, Shreddage 3 Stratus Free. Next one, people talk about this one. I don't use it, but it's talked about so much that I added it to the list, called Vital. I think the thing is, it doesn't come with presets. I might be wrong, but the free version, I don't know if it comes with presets because I had to make all these. So it's like the Serum alternative, but for me, it's a little like the workflow is not the same as Serum. I'll just give you some sounds I made. So this is what you can make with it. But the thing is, you have to know sound design. So maybe I skipped downloading some libraries or something. But mine didn't have sounds like built in. But it's probably because I skipped some step. Okay, so pretty good sounds. I just never got into that plugin. The next one is Flex. People overlook this one. I even overlooked it. But the thing is, you want to go to the free tab. And I think you have to be an image line owner for this one, meaning you bought FL. But go to the free tab and then download the packs called Essential Guitars or Essential Pianos. They have like better pianos than the stock pianos in here. Not saying it's the greatest plugin, but it's better than the stock sounds that we've been complaining about. Okay, so it's a little bit better than the stock sounds. Next one is Labs. Really surprised they've done this for free. The only thing about Labs is I only downloaded a couple of their libraries, but I have the Autograph guitar, the Autograph piano, and a couple of their guitars. So I don't use it very much. I know some people swear by Labs. I don't understand it that much. Okay, so realistic sound samples right there. And then lastly, the last plugin I would say as far as sounds is called Surge. Now this is for sound designers who want to this is, I will say, a very complex screen for sound design. Probably the most complex screen next to Falcon that I've seen for sound design. Now that's a good and a bad thing. Okay, so the good thing is that you could get real deep with sound design. The bad part is that it's a little complicated to like navigate through. But really good stock sounds in there as well. Now let's talk about effects plugins. So effects plugins are your way of taking a boring sound, like this guitar, and making it cooler. So I'll just give you a list. I know that I'm talking fast because I have to. This video would be way too long if I keep talking slow. So OTT is free. Highly recommend it for the EDM sound. It adds that smack to your sounds. Makes almost any sound feel like an EDM sound. So let's do a before and after for Vital. Okay, and then we're gonna run it through. Well, that was after, but let's do it before. There's the before, here's after OTT. It adds that EDM smack thing. Okay, so OTT, highly recommend. Next up is saturation knob. I don't use this as much anymore, but I used to use it for like bass stuff. Okay, it's really good for like bass stuff. And that's by Softtube, the company. Free. Child Tape Model, highly recommended plugin, super slept on. By Child DSP. Just turn off these, and then basically you can emulate something called like the generation loss pedals. Turn up your depth and turn up your variance. Now I'm going to play like a guitar or something in through it because you'll hear it in the guitar more so. Okay, so let's turn this up. This is quiet. So listen to the pitch wobble. That's what you can get with this free plugin called Chow Tape. Okay, so that is a super slept on plugin. Save you $500 on the actual guitar pedal for this. You can do a lot more with it. I'm just gonna focus on that tape effect. Next one that's super slept on, which is a stock one, is Fruity Delay 3. I'm just gonna give you the gist. Turn your wet level up, turn feedback down, turn your delay time down. Everything else in this plugin becomes an effect, even your cutoff time, even your time warp. So this is adding a little pitch wobble. I'll exaggerate it so you can hear it. Okay, you can even add saturation to your sound over here. So Fruity Delay can distort your sound for you. You can do sample reduction. Okay, you can make stuff sound like video games. You could add a filter here. I'm not going to get into everything about everything, but people sleep on the Fruity Delay 3. Next up is, now I don't know if these are free to everybody, but if you have Reaktor, there's free effects. So go to the Reaktor community. They have a lot of effects there. And this is very similar to that Chow Tape effect. It's a little more control, so you can mess with the flutter, which is the volume. Okay, you get really detailed about how you want this. You can compress the sound so that it emulates tape. It's a really good one there. Next one is called VHS. Now this one's also complex. Now it's a little, not difficult, but it's just set up differently. So you turn up the warp for that pitch wobble. You can also do mic emulations. So basically we would use this as producers when making samples to add texture to the sound, so it doesn't sound so clean all the time. Okay, you can turn the wear up. Get a million knobs. You could even turn up the crackle to add like that type of stuff. You got a hiss, all that good stuff. And then lastly, we have Valhalla Supermassive. I believe this is still free. Okay, so you can turn up the wet level all the way, or turn it 50%, and then mess with this warp knob, and that creates a nice blur. All right, so that's your free plugin lineup. If you have any, put them in the comments below that we're sleeping on. Thank you for watching. It's Game from BusyWorksBeats.com. Please like the video to help more people around the world. Peace.